If you didn't catch it, these guys are now called orbiters. Really? We got a term for them? Oh, that's pretty cool. Whoa, that's next level. Yikes. Yeah. Imagine every time you write a paper, a formal academic misintegrity complaint is filed saying you didn't write the paper or have anything to do with it. And there's no evidence behind it. It's ChatGPT driven. And then the university conducts an investigation, and then you have to go through the whole rigmarole. You're cleared, and then you write another paper and they do the same thing. It's an abuse of the system. Mm-hmm. Are you any good at Tetris? My mother was so good at Tetris back in the day. She'd play on the Game Boy when it came out. Do you know Bezos? The only true way you can get to know Bezos these days, you got to take a ride on the space penis. So you got to go to Blue Origin and get on his little rocket and go up into orbit, and then come down, and the Bezos comes out. It's so good to meet you. Thank you for writing. So that's the only way you really get to know the guy at this point. Doesn't even know his neighbors. Can you imagine that? Can you live in a place for years and years and years, and you haven't met a single one of your neighbors, and you always have a handler and go and talk to them? I know all my neighbors. I go drinking with them. Would you ride the space penis? Okay, I'm going to tell you about the devil's penis. You guys want to hear about the devil's penis? This is a great story. It's such a great story. So if you know anything about America, you know that the great bastions of capitalism in the South are gas stations, especially the deep South. So I was down in Louisiana. I'm filling up my rental car, and there's all these people trading shit out of the back of their pickup trucks. And this old, clearly messed up dude, sun-baked skin, comes to me and he said, "Boy, come over my truck. I got something to show you." I say, probably going to get raped in the bathroom, but fuck it. Let's do it. He's a very compelling guy. I mean, I'm just going to go over to his truck. There's probably something interesting there. So he comes on over, and he's got a tarp over the flatbed, and he pulls the tarp back. And he says, "You want to take a ride on the devil's penis?" And I was like, "Yep, I knew it. I'm going to get molested." And it turned out the dude sells hot sauce, and he had all these different hot sauce bottles. And he had this one hot sauce bottle that was shaped like a blue penis with horns on it, literally a penis bottle. And I'm just like, I don't care what the fuck is in that bottle. I got to buy this because this story is too fucking good. So we're haggling back and forth in the gas station. And then somebody complained because I left my car, with the gas. And he's like, "Move your car." I was like, "Oh, that's sorry. So I go 10 minutes going back and forth with this guy. And then eventually I buy it for $100. So I have this blue penis bottle. So anyway, I was down there with a friend, and we were sharing a hotel room and had separate beds. And so go back to the hotel room, and I put the penis bottle on the table. He's like, "What the fuck is that?" And I tell him the whole story. And he's like, "You probably bought drugs or something, man." I was like, No, it's too cheap for drugs. It's clearly got to be hot sauce. He said, "Well, how do we know?" He said, "Well, we gotta test it." Okay. So there was a Mexican restaurant that was a few blocks down. We said, "Let's go down there." So walk over the Mexican, drive and then walk to the Mexican restaurant. And we park there. We come on in. There's a 15-year-old girl at the front desk, and the hostess. And I am holding this blue-shaped penis bottle, and she's like, "Can I help you?" And I was like, "Well, I need to try some chili or something, and I really want to try this hot sauce." And the manager comes out and is like, "What is going on?" And I tell him the whole story, and he's like, "That's fucked up, dude. How do you know that's real? That's legit." And I was like, "I don't, man. I really don't." So "You want to try it?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, we got some chili. You want to try it with that?" I said, "Sure, let's do it." So go in, and there's all these old people because it's the middle of the day eating there. And I'm the dude walking in with another dude holding the fucking blue penis in my hands, veins on it and everything. It's like really amazing glasswork for, a gas station penis. So anyway, I'm sitting down and they're all looking at us like, who the hell is this guy? And, eventually they come out, manager brings a bowl of chili and all the waiters come and everything else. And they're like, all right. So I said, all right, I got to try this. So I go, screw off the head, set it aside. Because it was very accurate representation, and kind of put some of the hot sauce in. I mixed that shit up. And then we're just all staring at the bowl. And we're like, what do we do? Do we actually, like, if it's a poison, is it drugs? I mean, what the hell's going to happen? This guy was not legit. So eventually I said, you only live once. And I took a spoon and had some of the devil's penis chili. And it was just the hottest hot sauce I've ever had in my entire life. I burned my entire throat down. I'm sweating profusely. People are like, I knew it. It was poison. You're going to die. I was like, no, it's hot sauce. It's cool. And like, is it good? Oh, yes, it's great. I love the hot sauce. Carefully grab the head. I'm going to screw this back on now. We don't need any more. Put it over there. Actually, it had horns on the base of the penis bottle. And that's devil's penis. I had the bottle for years. And then in a crunch, I gave it as a Christmas present to a friend of mine who collects hot sauces. And to this day, I wish I never did that because it would have been awesome to have in the office. But anyway, that was the time in Louisiana that I took a ride on the devil's penis, which is why I think I'm prepared to take a ride on the Bezos penis. And with that, friends, I leave you with that parting wisdom that sometimes you have to take a chance. And if you do, you never know where you're going to end up. Maybe it'll be your bowl of chili. Good night, everyone.